Hey visual rhetoricians, Dr. Sloan here. I am working today on a document that I'm going to use at a friend's baby shower. So I'm hosting a friend's baby shower, and I personally hate shower games. And so in an effort to not be a total spoil sport, I have created a couple of kind of easy games where every person who attends gets a clipboard and we'll play the games and then go on to opening gifts. So the game that I'm putting together right now is where you match up the baby animal with the mom or adult animal. And what I wanted to do is kind of make it look cutesy. Obviously it's a baby shower, and so I found online an A through Z circle letters, and I'm just copying and pasting the letters, and I just wanted you to see how easy this process is inside of Publisher, just so that you can see how I'm using the natural alignment tools within Publisher. So what I am doing is just clicking insert, and I have saved the PNG image to my desktop, and I click insert, and then I just crop it down to the next letter that I'm on and just try to make sure that I'm getting it as tight as possible to the actual circle that I want. And so the next in line is the I, and you can see already how the pink alignment tools are naturally kicking in as I'm trying to build this document. So I'm just going to sorry, it's hard for me to do and talk, so I apologize that I'm not very articulate as I'm showing you this example. So I'm just making my circle smaller, and as I do it, as I get to about the size of the other ones, and you can kind of line it up, then you'll see how all of the alignment tools are kicking in. So the center line that runs here is showing me that my I letter is lined up with the others, and I'm also noticing that my F obviously is not lined up since the pink alignment tool does not connect with that. And as I move it around, if I get it to the exact same spot, you'll see that it aligns to the fourth letter in the previous row. So this is where I want to leave my I, because it aligns in this row and it aligns with this one here. And I'm just going to move my F really quick to make sure that it is in alignment with everything else. So it still seems a little off, and one of the reasons it could be off is the sizing. So I just increased the sizing just a hair to get that one correct. So as you can see, Publisher is just so much easier to work with than Microsoft Word, because you're not limited to staying on a Word document letter line. You really have, you can place things anywhere on the screen and it stays. You're not having to continually align it. So I'll do one more for you, and then I'm going to pause the video, and then I'm going to show you how I got my words to line up. So instead of creating 5 different text boxes for the baby animals, I did one text box and wrote the baby animals and then got them to align with their respective letters. So again, I'm going to do one more letter and hit pause, and then I'll come back with visual and audio about getting the wording to match up. So this isn't perfect. Clearly I'm eyeballing it for sizing, but the more that when I decrease the size, the more that my alignment connects with. So right, this as I move it around, it's showing that it's centered and it's connected on the right side, but it's not connected on the left until I just moved it again. And so far it hasn't shown me any alignment with E, so I need to move it up a little. There we go. So now it's, again, probably not perfect, but visually from a distance on something like this, it'll clearly look aligned, which at our level of design is really a win. Okay, so just to kind of show you another way to work within Publisher, the next thing I'm going to do is insert some new baby animal options. So to do that, I'm going to draw a text box, and I want that to align with the top and bottom of my letters in this column. Since I'm making a video, I'm trying to save some time, so I already pre-wrote all the animals, and so I'm just going to copy and paste them in. Obviously, you would be typing these out. Because we're always practicing repetition or consistency in our design work, of course I need to immediately make sure that my fonts match up for sizing and spacing. And I have actually, this is a normal lettering, and I've decided to make them a little looser, so the spacing between the letters is a little wider. So as you can see, most designers or beginning designers would leave it at this. But this visually, you can tell the L is pretty aligned. The piglet you can get away with, Gosling, but puppy and oh, I did piglet twice, do not work. So what I'm going to do is actually change the alignment of all the words in the text box. And so because I made my my bottom part align with the J, then it should fall pretty naturally at the center of my letter, and I can adjust that as I need. So you see how making this text box taller and shorter is actually moving all the baby animal names to where they kind of align better and in a more centered way with the letters that they correspond to. Again, I really apologize that I'm not articulate. It's hard for me to talk and show you this design, but as I was doing this today, I thought I was kind of figuring out some things and playing with it, and I thought this would be a neat thing for students to see how it works and how you can build upon something that's already out there. So for example, I found the A through Z icons already online, and then I'm just using them in a new way to make a new type of design. So I'll go ahead and finish my list of animals and then build the mom or adult animal list, and I'll show you the end product just for fun. Okay, so I have finished my list of baby animals, and now I have input the adult or mama animals, and I am going to have, instead of, you know, where you match by crossing, since there's 20, that can be really confusing, so instead I'm going to have them write the letters next to the correct answer. And so I'm just creating 2 columns, and I just put them in alphabetical order, and I am just copying and pasting, so Control C for copy, Control V for paste, and you can see how it's very easy for me to identify alignment with the 2 pink columns, and I'm just, for bottom alignment, I'm just making sure it aligns with the baseline of each word. So I'll do it for you one more time. And you see, once it's grabbed, it's showed me alignment on both sides, and all I have to do is worry about bottom alignment from that point. So anyway, I hope this, what has turned into kind of a long tutorial, is still useful to you, because I think it's helpful to see how Microsoft Publisher works versus something like Microsoft Word or PowerPoint, which we are more familiar with in a professional manner, how a system like this is also, a software like this is also very beneficial to us as novice designers. Anyway, again, I hope you find it useful. It was kind of fun, if not chaotic, for me to create. Thanks.